Okay, hi everybody. We are here for the post-game analysis with Goljik. I'm thwol. There is Goljik and TheMortalWombat. And as we said, greatest name ever, I think. Are you a big Mortal Kombat fan or?
No,
Or
actually, just
you,
a coincidence.
or you are Wombat's fan.
I am a Wombat fan, yes, for sure.
Yeah, okay. I would like to notice that Mortal Wombat path to this final was huge, and
Yeah,
it doesn't show here, but
yeah,
there
here.
were great names like defeated Super Dennis, Finmonger, Tibisizia, Black Monite,
Yeah,
every like player of top, I don't know, top 10 elo rated here, maybe top 20 or something like this, but still, congratulations to reach finals so far.
Thank you.
It's impressive.
yeah, that's the advantage of Elo, Elo ranking. Like I had a much easier path.
Yes, still some
No, of course. I mean, it's not the different.
some dangerous openings as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the game.
Yes. So okay, I had metalworking and tools. So metalworking is
And agriculture writing on Mortal Wombat side.
sorry. Then you melded writing. Your idea was there something specific that you wanted in level 2 or?
Yeah, I mean, I generally don't like to start with writing, and I think it also turned out again that this wasn't a very good idea. But I thought together with agriculture, it might work. But I think, as we see later on, it just leaves all the ones to the opponent, and it's just a bit too risky strategy.
Yes. Yeah, it's also one problem is metalworking is quite fast at going through the whole deck.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, he got metal working right away, and then, I mean, he got clothing as well. So maybe if he wouldn't have had it in the beginning, it would have worked. It would have given me a bit of time, but this way, I just directly got a bit on the back foot.
Yes, like the clothing was quite, I was quite happy to see it. And then I do it again, get 1 point, sailing. And then you go to level 2. So you use writing. Do you remember what you got?
Yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, I used writing, and then um, I um, I don't remember what I got first, but I think
It's map making.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, it's map making. Exactly. So I
And the
got map
second
making,
cut
which
is
was of course a good coincidence because it pairs quite well with, all the ones that were scored.
and the second cut is mathematics,
Mm.
which is interesting. Did you consider to play mathematics here into some three?
Yeah, I mean, as you will see then in a moment, like I thought, okay, well, I'm going to go with map making first and then just go and take the ones. But um, then so yeah, and then I was thought I'd just take mathematics later, but then later on I just didn't. I had the decision and I decided not to play it.
Okay.
Here, after I got Code of Laws, I thought that I would be sort of safe even against map making. And the other thing was, I knew that there was only pottery left without without castles, so it was like I wanted to get pottery.
Why did you choose to play pottery here over closing?
Um, see.
I'm sorry, guys. Actually, I think I have to stop here because
Okay.
the
problem.
child, my baby just came back home.
Okay, okay.
But thank you so much. I mean, maybe we can do it another time. Otherwise, you just, sorry, you have to do the post-match analysis
Yeah,
without
yeah.
me.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, thanks for great game. It was pleasure to watch. Hope you also have fun and
Yeah, I did.
congratulations on your result.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Yeah, I think the rationale was to prevent agriculture to be used, and then I didn't want to share clothing next round, I think.
Okay.
So I just thought, okay, I put pottery. No, okay. The point was I didn't want to share clothing, so I had to play pottery first. I mean, okay, I can't. Sorry, I had
You
at some point to play pottery.
okay.
But
I mean, you could as well melt clothing
yeah.
and then melt pottery as direction. It's
Well,
no
but
problem.
I mean, he knew that I had clothing, so it's true that this wasn't a big deception. But I mean, if you
Yeah.
play clothing, you know what's coming next round. Like
Okay.
very weak deception. Let's put like not yeah. I just thought like this way I could like if you use agriculture, I could put some. Yeah, I'm not sure, but probably
Okay.
maybe clothing was a better idea, but I wasn't going to share it anyway. So
Okay.
here map making comes out. Yeah, so here I sort of I thought, I mean, I could have stopped map making by playing both clothing and Code of Laws, but then I would not get one, so I just achieved. Would you have done the same, Anton?
I also like make some calculations here. I also thought about closing Code of Loss turn. I'm not sure how would I play here exactly, but both I find, I believe, because with closing Code of Loss, even if he like achieve one, he let you score 4 cards with
Yes.
close next turn. You develop with pottery more,
Yeah.
so it's still a quite strong option, and you also take 2 for sharing here, so you will have everything to achieve the second age and almost definitely the third one as well. So I believe for both are fine, and I'm not sure which option would I choose.
Yeah, so my idea was one in the bank, and so it was very likely he would get two, but I just thought that.
Oh, and did you get the wheel with his printing press play?
Uh,
Because
yeah,
because
he
you don't
returned
have
the wheel, I think.
you
Yeah,
don't have.
I returned the wheel. I returned the wheel. Yes, I returned the wheel, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
great player. Because the wheel, like I said, is most valuable card in this game overall. Okay.
Yeah, so here, yeah, okay. So he get map making couple of
Yeah, and here I understand that you don't want to share it, but still you have like more freedom, like you can just
Yes,
melt
that's
God
true.
of Loss and don't play closing. Of course, it sounds not really great, but and closing probably the best option here. But still, I would probably play closing first before pottery.
Yeah, the idea was, as I said, just very cheap deception. Like, oh, there's no clothing here.
Yeah, maybe he missed this cut when he used metalwork and okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I agree. It's not. It was more like, yeah, like I'm just playing pottery here. Nothing to be seen.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. I agree. It's a bit like childish, but and then yeah. So this is good for scoring. Like I'm catching up. And then he has basically here he has to decide whether he wants to get two immediately or if he wants to try to stop clothing, but he had math, so he didn't have many options.
Here I'm quite sure I quite sure that I would play differently. I would
Like
not touch
draw and play, or
yeah, at
draw
least
and play if possible.
yeah, because here he just lose every like hidden information, and you knew exactly what he does not have anything in hand. You can do anything in response, and further he will play some similar situation exact same way. So at this position he isn't forced to achieve immediately.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes.
So I would probably wait and watch what will happen, and especially so because of your closing on board, I would
Yeah.
definitely score. I would definitely draw more cards, looking for purple or red cards here.
Actually, it was funny that the like at this stage after so he used agriculture, returns a two share, and then he achieves. But at this stage, I was like, I kept thinking like, should I use metalworking or should I just use clothing? Okay, clothing is two cards for sure. Metalworking.
Yeah, yeah.
It was. It
I
was.
also considered this option because with metal walking you could not only score, but you could draw
Yeah,
like
yeah.
three, and it would be great. So
Well, I made the wrong choice because the tools were construction, road building, and mathematics. So like I would have got the same number of points and a two in hand. So,
yeah.
but I went for the coward way.
Yeah, and he returned mathematics with his last card, so you would not take three. You would get mathematics, which is also nice to have, but overall it was fine as well as it was played.
When he draws.
And here is the problem that he still has to stop you, and he doesn't have anything in hand, any mechanism to draw more than once, or draw and melt or something. So it's quite slow at this point.
What did he get in hand?
Let me check 1 second.
Are these your kids?
Medicine and feudalism by a second.
They're not so lucky.
Yeah, not the best possible cards, at least to say at least.
Yeah, medicine not particularly useful in this game, in this situation. um, so here I don't remember. Did I? Okay,
You
I
play,
tried my
yeah,
luck for working.
and closing, yeah.
Then,
Yeah, if you would get something like medicine, it would be great. Yeah, and here again he used he like lose element of disguise of some something because he reveal everything. He melts feudalism and use agriculture.
yeah, also here, I mean, I was going to get 3 anyway, so
Yeah, I understand, but you would probably be worried about some crowns, about extra map making,
mm.
and still it would be like a choice. And when he just reveals that he has nothing, it's basically and the problem. What is the next move? Okay, you use agriculture. Next move, you will definitely
The
draw.
draw. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then the basic like rule of every card game that you should draw first. Of course, he could maybe think that he will draw four at this point, but most definitely you just melt paper and achieve, so he doesn't have anything left for further moves.
Yeah, like this, the only thing that this move does is forcing me to play paper and achieve, but I was probably going to do it anyway. You know,
Um, no, no,
no, I agree with you. I'm just saying,
it doesn't change agriculture. I mean, because he has feudalism, and if he
yeah,
has more cards in hand, you still is forced to meld in and
yeah, no,
achieve.
you're right. You're right. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, I was wrong. But what I wanted to say before in my previous comment was like that, um,
Yeah,
like
maybe he like was hoping that you will share it. I don't know. Because if you share, you return like one, and it slow down pottery, for example. Maybe this was his plan here, but yeah, as it turns out, it's not like probably the best option.
yeah, I mean,
I'm
in general, I think sharing when the other person has agriculture and no cards is not a good idea. Like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
No, but I agree. Like, it doesn't even force me to play paper. I was wrong in saying. Okay, so he returns his scores, and yeah, so here I just achieve, and then he has to draw, and so he got alchemy. Yeah, also here it was.
And once more, he draw and melt have nothing in hand. You really don't need, for example, to count machinery or something. Did you have machinery in the score pile by the way?
Uh, maybe. Yes. Yes.
Ah,
I
okay.
also optics. Actually, I was very happy to see optics because I.
Okay, but if he would not play agriculture, he could possibly here play alchemy into like drawing four and scoring this last turn cut. He would have one less point and one extra turn move to do. So basically, drawing first is a
Yes.
good idea overall.
Then I agree. I agree. So that's all. Here I got anatomy.
Did you consider here code loss first and then paper?
Uh, not. I was. I mean, I was probably safe. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Let's use it with thwol. Yeah, probably would have been better.
Basically, you would
Thinking something
you would
about.
have your wheel right now because it will be interested the consequence of of your grid cards with compass sailing the wheel. Yeah, compass play was like a nice one.
Like stealing, like getting rid of coal. I was quite
Yeah, and basically it was like the key, the center of the whole game. Let's move to this, and we will discuss it in details.
So here he goes to 4, use printing press. I debated for a bit which card to return because I was thinking maybe I can get back mathematics and get it with metalworking.
And you return the wheel.
Yes, I returned the wheel, and the idea was, I think, like it doesn't have any. Yeah, I don't think I was thinking what you are thinking. It's like I want the wheel. I was just um, I just like I checked which cards I would like. I wanted to have crowns on as many colors as possible. This kind of things, just in case I get translation.
And it's interesting. Mathematics would be probably like also a great option, but without any of these two cards, it would be like great trouble later, because actually there was situation where you was like locked, and you like need. Three turns, whole turns to catch him up. So wheel was really great at this situation that you could speed up.
Yes, yes, that's true. Yeah, actually, when I like I did I when I did this, so here I achieved, I guess. But when I used the, so here I drew. Yeah, I was constantly worried about map making, and so I
Yeah,
like
at this point, I would probably just let it go, like because uh, you have like only two one pointers, and there are two cards in
yeah,
first
yeah,
depth.
yeah. No, so my point was with these two cards there, that's okay, but I cannot. But it sort of blocks pottery.
Yeah, yeah, I can see you don't have any other card to score a lot of points. Yeah, I always thought that you will play at some point metalworking to clean first edge, and then use pottery to score more cards. But yeah, there was no such like chance suitable.
Yeah, like yeah, yeah. Also here, metalworking would be shared. Yeah,
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, of course. Which cards did you return together? So, but anyway, they would be like cleaned, and you could
uh,
use pottery as much as you want.
yeah. Actually, maybe here metalworking would have been a good idea because then I think with the share he would get the wheel that I put back, and then he would draw the other one, and then I will get the 3, and then pottery would, yeah, probably here metalworking was the right play. knowing that it's the first is a castle, that he would get. Okay, 1 point is not too bad. It sort of depends if the second one is a castle or not.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's a more dangerous. Like I'm too conservative, I guess. Yeah, here he plays call. And agriculture again.
And this is probably the most questionable agriculture.
We should use call, probably.
Previous two times when he returned his last card, but here I would definitely play call
Yes.
and score some. I would probably use it for feudalism.
Yes.
It probably a bad decision if the top card is not purple because of your compass, but I did not calculate the compass outcome before I thought about this position. But again, just losing his last card, he losing his fifth age presence, so it's probably the worst of all previous agricultures. Yeah, great finding. Did you see it immediately or?
Well, I realized, yeah, like, I mean, I noticed that there was only one card to get, so I was thinking, do I because I liked paper, but
Yeah,
I was a bit
I can
reluctant
see.
to get completely stuck, because after that compass, it's not that it's going to be very useful. But also I was wondering, there are some people that don't like to use call because they don't like to get rid of board.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that he would use call because he's a very score oriented player. He always use agriculture without really creating further board. And what is interesting, probably this is the most like game deciding point. Can you please move on
Yes.
for John?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So would you give up feudalism or agriculture here?
I was expecting to get feudalism, to be honest. And
Yeah, but let's say you get agriculture, you have code loss instead of feudalism, and he use printing press once more or two times even, and gets two fives. Uh, what will be your next moves? Okay, you have advantage in crowns, and you can take everything.
okay, I see. You're saying if he had kept feudalism, then he could use printing press again.
Yeah, but not even that. The main point is that two, three, eight cards before five deck,
Yeah.
and there is like only one experiments in fourth deck that can jump over the edge, and everything else you like just need to draw one by one.
Yeah.
Colonialism is a great cut here, as it can speed up deck, going through it, but still it's not quite fast. And if he would find something like any purple cut here with his printing press, you would be in some problems, I
Well,
believe.
actually, for that I had a counter, because if you see, I have sailing.
You have sailing, but if he would not give you feudalism, you would have
Yeah,
five.
that's true. That's true. But so okay. Once I had feudalism, yes, I agree. But I'm just saying I was keeping tool for potential use with sailing. But
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
can
have been
see.
able to use it.
I don't. I'm not saying that it would be like over. It
No, no,
will
no.
be just
I agree. I agree. You're
another game, and I just can see that you could have a lot of problems from this point because of
yes.
number of cuts in lower decks and his ability to jump to 7.
Yeah, no, no. You're right. I agree that feudalism. I guess part of the problem is everybody thinks that feudalism is so bad.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I also I don't like it at all.
Yeah, but
But
in this case,
I mean when I started play mm, this arena current arena mode with uh, cities and
echoes.
echoes, yeah, you just start to value resources as well. Just a cut and its value also good, even if you don't utilize it, don't use its dogmas, it's still there and can be used by some others ways. I mean, cities help to value this aspect as well.
But no, I agree. Like if he had kept feudalism, okay, you have to give away agriculture, but then I would be completely stuck at that point. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
He draws.
He draws invention, yeah, and experimentation with second draw.
Yeah, so here I was trying to, maybe I guess I drew.
Yeah, you had a reformation in hand. I knew it. I knew it when you meld the wheel and started to use it. And I knew that your draw for reformation play, you had at some point even option to meld it and have 12 leaves over
Yeah, I
further.
was dreaming of a one move
Yeah,
formation.
yeah. You had at one point at least you have this option, but you of course found a better way to utilize all these cards. It was a little bit luck, but still great play with lightning. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
here the idea was I wanted to set up so I returned tools and colonialism. I wanted to get the points, and next round I was going to meld sailing and kill printing press.
yeah, I can see. Yeah.
And but when I found my like I had completely forgotten about the wheel, and like when I also here you used agriculture, and so here I do this. Yeah, and as you said, once I knew that there was no metalworking, sorry, no gunpowder to worry about, then yes, the wheel was an easy choice. Like here, I was hoping to, and then he played experimentation.
Yeah, and basically, so he draw two cards, then melt, then use experimentation to get to the 5, and all he just did is to forfeit agriculture, but he like probably agriculture is one of his favorite cards, and he cannot leave it.
Yeah, I guess also, but not having any scoring card from also for me, it's a bit scary. Like,
Yeah. I don't say that agriculture is like is not the strong card. I knew that it have won lot and lots of games, and I can see why you could want to save it. I just think that in this game it's probably was like a trap,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you just uh, like connect to a cut too much and don't see other options sometimes.
no, positionally, feudalism, thanks to printing press, would have been useful, definitely.
Yeah, I believe he was looking for reformation or experiment or enterprise here, but in the end, it finished like too slow. And the wheel great like finding great move and strategically it was like the best option here, and it's important to like consider all options even if it's just like returning a cut from score pile.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I mean, in this case, I was lucky because I have completely forgotten that the wheel was there. Like, but
Yeah, I can see.
so he was experimentation, then I keep drawing, and yeah, here I was I think in our one of our games you used measurement to climb. So
Yeah,
I was
I
considering I was considering trying to do something similar. But I needed one more um, green to get to 7.
Yeah, you could take like 7 in couple of turns, but it's not really useful, I believe here. Yeah, and again, his plan just I don't know why did he play paper here, and also or I mean perspective, and also next move is interesting. His decision to score classification.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably.
because given how many cards I had, yes.
Yeah, I thought he will meld it and like try to play classification into atomic theory next turn, at least. But he's very oriented on achieving on scoring first, and it's important, and it allows to win a lot of game. And I know that the current leader is Khodoev's ELO rating of overall all seasons.
Mhm.
He's very much the same. I mean, attitude to game. You don't need anything in base game, in base innovation, except scoring a lot of points and having one high cut of high age, and you don't do any other stupid movements like classification or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like my when I started playing, I was definitely oriented towards scoring, but I think if you get to a position where it's like 2-2 achievements with scoring for any reason, then I think you have to start worrying about your board because otherwise,
Yeah, sure. And overall, I don't say that I'm a great bass player, but overall, I always consider options to like skip achievement, even if opponent can get it, and you can gain advantage in for example, all of resources, you will probably find a way to come back and find extra achievements with your splayed bot, etc. So in base game, it's not the best strategy. Maybe much more better in expansion versions when you have more achievements to achieve.
My impression is like if I have 2 achievements already, then I can consider like, do I want this third achievement or do I want something else? But like for the first 2, I usually say, give me this achievement now.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that if, for example, he would not have right now 2 and 5 in his achievement area, it would be over already. So it's as well about slowing down your opponent achieving early ages, because he cannot just like finish in 5th age, which can happen with some extra monument or empire quite often. Yeah, I agree.
Instead, he goes for atomic theory. But yeah, classification would have been very dangerous here because
Maybe he wanted to save banking, I don't know.
also I happen to have encyclopedia, so it would have been.
Yeah, you was forced, but you would be forced to do the same with his classification as well. And with your given hand, classification would not do much right here.
Yes. So his course preparing to achieve 7. I keep happily drawing.
Yeah, great tactics. Oh, he returned classification. Interesting. Yeah, and okay, he like gets 7, but at what cost? I mean, he doesn't have any option to develop further. Probably, yeah, he would have something to do else if he would draw evolution or railroads. It would be probably the best 7s here, but with sanitation, it's like over.
Yes. Yeah. Also, like later he got explosives, which, given the situation, could also be of some interest, I guess.
Yeah. At least it stopped. It would stop you from using a wheel extra times. And here it's the best cut you would.
Yes. Yeah, here I was debating whether I should go with lighting or reformation, but then I noticed that like I could get monument and then use encyclopedia to melt the 8s, and I would have plenty of points.
I didn't notice it until the last turn, but yeah, it's great consequence.
So he gets combustion and explodes.
Did you like calculate his turns that he will draw to 7?
Well,
Of
like,
course, he doesn't have extra other options, but I would definitely not calculate that Lightning will achieve 8 here.
no, okay, no, I didn't. I didn't. I just thought, okay, I get so many points,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then I was thinking like, okay, I can still get Empire too. Like,
Yeah, I can see. The same. And the encyclopedia turned out as
be useful.
Yeah.
And then there is nothing to.
Yeah, overall great game. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You showed your level again. I, I think it was fun game. Hope my commentary will be also interesting for you at least. Okay.
Thanks, Anton. See you in the next.
Yeah. See you. Bye. See you.